hosted by Paulo Duarte, Khalil Harrison, and Chris Osmus is the TMO. And we are underway in Harriman as you see the ball get held up in the wind immediately, but taken by the war.
Play on with the ball rattling around and interrupting Niall Saunders.
And a penalty against Utah now. Toronto will keep the balls. We take a look at some of the starters. Time is off for the moment, and a yellow card might be given here. And it is the first yellow of the year against Utah just happened as Mike Lash handed out a yellow, perhaps a try-saving yellow as they look at the try zone. 12 minutes in, scoreless. Battle of 2 and 3 teams in 5th place in their conferences.
They dig it out. Richardson goes in, driving towards the line again.
And then an easy dot down by Ronan Foley, and Toronto strikes first in the 13th minute.
Scrum comes up quick, and then it's Richardson on the dive in, and the big number 8, Foley, detaches off the back of the
of the season, and Sam Malcolm makes the bunny. Now, if this were golf, that'd be like a 2-foot putt for Sam Malcolm. We just say, that's a gimme. That's essentially under the post for how good your leg is. You just live in Lopser lining up. He's been extremely good this year on penalty goals. One of the best in the league, and he punches it through for 3, and that will take us to the hydration break. The Arrows as they try and tack on another one here.
It was a great take in the air from Foley as he went over the top. Drop ball, Mika Cruze picks it up.
And Mikey Tail is off to the races. He'll go between the post, and Utah will dot it down because Lance Williams came up with a very physical play at midfield, and Utah scores its first try of the game.
They go back short side of the field.
Arrows trying to take the lead here. There's Robinson Bartlett in his first appearance for the Arrows. Good run from Isaac Salmon to get a couple meters. Offloads on the ground, and then the dive in the corner. And is he in? Awaiting the signal as Brock Webster, it looked like, dove for the corner.
Yes, Mike, I can hear you.
As we hear the TMO. Now there's the dive. It looks like he gets it. Niall Saunders does not think so.
To scoop the ball himself and clear the kick out.
That was an incredible piece of skill right there. Amazing heady play by Mikey Tail. Line out for Toronto, who has a chance to go up 2 scores here if they get a converted try.
Makini
up
with
the middle.
Great tackle.
Yeah, Tufunga right there. Here's Robinson Bartlett. Robinson Bartlett has a chance. He got around Niall Saunders. And Robinson Bartlett dots it down, and Toronto has taken the 7-point lead. Conversion pending. All it took was a moment, and the Arrows have struck.
And so far, it's the Toronto Arrows making their tackles. He ran into contact with 3 or 4 Warriors there, and then shook 1, shook 2, and that was all it took for the big man to finish. The outside center getting the job done for Toronto. And when Lance Williams picked it up, he was already ahead of where the kick was, so he was technically in an offside position. But the penalty had already been given to Utah, which is why they came back and reset the scrum again. Now Utah will look to run. A misplay over the top.
Ball. Toronto takes it, and now they have it 5 meters out. Toronto can make this a 2-score game again. Sam Malcolm trying to get past Niall Saunders.
The swirling wind again being a big factor with the looping ball over the top. There's space on the outside.
And then dotted down for the try. It's the sub, Jack McRogers, with his 2nd try, and just like that, Toronto's up 22-10.
5-meter line for what looked like 15 minutes worth of play. And then the ball over the top, the good offload back to the inside for the trailing forward to be able to score. This is a difficult conversion under the best of circumstances. Now with the wind swirling, we saw 2 clang off the uprights. This one is up.
And gets through. It was slow, but through.
The line out comes in, taken by Bailey Wilson. Christensen has it, now Makini.
Van Vuren.
Great run from Yuri Van Vuren, driving his feet forward.
Makini. Lobser.
Lobser has a gap.
Breaks through. No one's going to catch him. And Lobser will dot it down. And this is important because he lined up his own kick for the conversion. And now Utah has a chance here.
So you're saying there's life in these cardiac kids yet. We saw them do it so many times last year. And here we see it again, that spark. It's Cliven Lobser out of the 15 spot, shows it for Lance Williams, gets through the gap, and then just backs himself in his speed for the score. Had the help on the outside, but didn't need it.
Yeah, Connor Burns ran with him, which was good. Cliven Lobser dots it down, and he'll line up his own conversion.
As Lobser waits over the ball.
So all subs are in for Utah. Important kick here, trying to get all of them, and it's pushing to the right, but it stayed inside of that right post. Crack at this, a lot of space on this side, and here's Lobser. Lobser over to Connor Burns.
It's a foot race.
Sprint, and no one's gonna catch him. And Utah's got a chance here, Banksy, at the end as Burns dots it down with 5.5 minutes to go.
Creating that space, and then it was Tonga sucking in both defenders there, opened it up for Lobser, and then an absolute foot race down the touchline for the score.
How about the speed of the rookie Connor Burns from the UK, 24th pick overall. Third try for the Warriors. Oh, and now, what's the call?
Knock on is the word from the head referee in
And
the
the
breakdown.
game's over.
And that, I believe, will do it here from Zions Bank Stadium. The referee initially acknowledged knock on, and the advantage was being played, and then Toronto just kicked the ball out the back.
Toronto escapes.